This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Galactic Civilizations 3. You are the leader of a spacefaring civilization, where humans and aliens compete for domination of our galaxy. Conquer through culture, diplomacy, technology, or military force. How will you rule your galaxy?
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is match the third between Dominator and Rage in our favourite little 5 minutes no rush competition here. We're on to the third one, the USA Mirror.
The USA Mirror. And this is going to be interesting, right? Because normally USA Mirrors end by 5 minutes. That's normally when they finish, when someone wins. But today, that's when it starts. USA Mirror is normally full of Chinook dropping, normally full of Humvee dropping, normally balls to the wall aggressive. Just like Blake.
Pretty crazy. Just like you soon, my friend. So,
well, I mean,
starting out with the Mad Dog training.
Yeah.
Loving it.
I mean, you guys don't realize what our lives are like outside of these videos. Blake's a very angry guy. He punches walls, he punches things.
Looks for fights in nightclubs.
He's
and
a rowdy
in the
one.
back streets.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
He's recovering from a gambling addiction. That's how he copes, is violence and extortion.
Yeah. And skillful ranger drops from Chinooks as well. So fast caps here from Rage. That was quite well played.
Yeah, wow, that's dropping to cap. I like that. So this is interesting.
Dominator does the same thing.
Yeah.
Baller.
You can tell when some moves are just so good that both players will do the exact same thing. Great minds think alike. And I actually don't mind this map. There's 4 pathways, so it's going to be a bit hard to lock it all down. It's pretty open too. The oils are very far away from the supplies. How many supplies are there? I think is that 4 or that's 3? 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 supplies and 4 oils. I actually would love to see normal games, as in no rush timers, played on larger maps, because I think it's interesting. You have a lot of different strategies, a lot of different unit variety as well. Like air units, for example, are more powerful, which isn't exactly what China needs, but you would see USA use their airfield more on larger maps, I think.
It's something we have done previously. Casted.
Oh, we did it once,
matches.
yeah.
Once or twice. There was this period where I think it was when we were like still casting Rage and Size and Rage.
Yeah,
size
now
and
it's
Rage,
Dominator and
yeah.
Rage. I don't think Size is that active, or I don't know. Dominator I think is the most active, more than Rage anyway. Yeah, even Rage hasn't been that active over the past year. But it's just the tournaments are getting everyone back in. So I think what it boils down to is many players such as Rage and Size don't play online like a lot, where Dominator does these streams as well and such, but they do always enter in tournaments.
Yeah.
So that's cool, because then we have these matches, and they still play enough to keep their skill level. Like they don't get rusty. Like I've seen Rage on many times, and I've played some games with him. We had to do like free-for-alls or like 2v1s and such. We have spy drones as well being spammed.
Obviously, legal to put aerial drones inside your opponent's territory, just not any of your units.
Well, I mean, now that like Obama's no longer president, I wonder if we'll see less drones or more. There's actually a mod for 0 Hour. I can't remember the name of it is, but it's like one of the USA generals. It's like it actually says like George Bush.
Alright.
And it has like the photo of him, and there's one of like Saddam Hussein. So it's kind of weird that it has these like real life figures. And I hope we don't see the same. I hope we don't see people like, change Granger to be like Trump or whatever. That would be disturbing.
Wouldn't have a good time.
Could you imagine the General's Challenge? And there's Donald Trump being like,
a big wall.
I have the best Humvees.
Yeah.
Now, what you don't understand with my Humvees, I don't know how to do the Trump impersonation, but you know what I mean. It's like his weird way of speaking.
Yeah.
It's like trying to taunt you in the General's Challenge.
I am the smartest. What people don't realize about me is I'm actually one of the smartest.
We have a serious problem. Firebase spam. I mean, we're used to seeing Firebase. Okay, there it is. The 5-minute timer worn off and already a push. But this is looking pretty disastrous for Dominator. Look at the laser locks here. The Firebase is doing some good work. But actually, Dominator, he may be able to muscle his way through this. Oh my god. Have you ever seen so many laser locks?
Probably not, Machine. Probably not. And I'd say it's probably still a better engagement for Rage.
Okay, I've decided, Blake. So
Yeah.
it's my birthday coming up in
Okay.
about 6 months.
Yes,
I want
boy.
a laser lock birthday cake.
You'd like a laser lock
Yeah,
birthday
yeah,
cake?
like, and it has like laser locks, man.
Right, I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm sure I can put something together. That's doable. A laser locked birthday cake.
Yeah. That being said, those laser locks, they weren't particularly impressive. As in, like, they weren't splitting up multiple targets, but there was a pretty heavy engagement. Like, it doesn't matter if you laser lock 20 missile defenders laser locking one Humvee is actually bad because your auto attacks would probably kill it faster. There's also the range, though. That's kind of one of the main things of laser lock is the range it has. Did you know that in Red Alert 3, laser lock is actually a toggle? You toggle between attack mode and laser lock mode.
Right.
So you can like preemptively laser lock in a sense.
Cool.
So then
So
rather
they'll auto acquire a laser lock on target.
yeah. I mean, you still want to split them up, but it means rather than going like 1 F click, 2 F click, 3 F click, 4 F click, you just go like laser lock all of them. 1 click, 2 click, 4 click, 3 click, and whatever. So it's just a different way of doing it.
Yeah. The tow missile snipe squad from Rage finds a Chinook. That's quite nicely played. Fire bases seem like the way to go as well.
Yeah, it also, those laser locks can actually target buildings, which is very strong. But back at the game at hand, particle uplink cannon. Colonel Burton. He's... Oh no, what? He was revealed by the drone, right. So Dominator's Burton in his half of the map.
Nice and safe, so. Still, Burton, while able to mount cliffs, is unable to swim across a small river.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, like in GTA 4, where like the moment you touch a sliver of water, you just die. Like, oh, I can't do that. I can fly
Very
planes,
naughty.
but I
Can't have
can't
water.
swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they introduced swimming in San Andreas. I never played San Andreas
Yes.
though. But it was certainly Vice City didn't have swimming.
No, Vice City didn't. I'm pretty sure it was San Andreas.
Man, I miss those games.
Super cool. Do you really though? You have RTS games now. Do you really miss those games, Machine?
I do. I mean, it's interesting how much life the GTA games have in them. You like they're a lot more. They have a lot more substance than what you would realize,
Yeah.
what you would think. I mean, we know that, but like when you look at it from an outsider's perspective, like you
You
think,
look at that from your mum's perspective.
yeah, like
then you're
you think it's a game just about like going around beating people up, but actually there's a lot to it. And for me, most of the fun was just about kind of exploring the open world, doing those ridiculous jumps. Like I remember there was like these certain places in the map where there was like a trick that you had to do, and you would earn like a like there was like 50 tricks per like region of the city, and if you unlocked them all, you got something. And so it was really cool doing that. Like you would go on these rooftops with your motorbike, and you would just like fang around these rooftops.
A lot of fun stuff. Burton manages to take out one of the oil derricks from Dominator, so good stuff from Rage, sneaking that one through. And his particle uplink cannon will be up first as well, so despite the lack of fighting that we've seen this game, which probably leads to less generals points, the particle uplink cannon will be able to snipe Dominator's particle uplink cannon. It's a nasty fact of life in the USA mirror that whoever's particle uplink cannon is first can snipe the other man's.
What, does it fully take it out?
Pretty sure.
I don't think it does.
Doesn't it? Maybe you need something else with it.
Yeah, you need something. Same with the command centers. You can't destroy a command center with a single particle cannon.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Tomahawks, interesting.
Look what we have here, Blake. Tomahawks and Avengers. I like that.
It's pretty cool.
Do you regret not setting your name to Tomahawk rather than like Archon Hawk? GG Tomahawk?
GG Tomahawk. Yeah, I mean, I could roll with that. I'm pretty keen for
pretty
GG,
lame though, isn't
GG
it?
Tomahawk.
Right.
Big push coming in. Tomahawks are getting a fair bit of damage now. If they can get a second barrage up, it looks like Dominator will snipe them down before they can do so. Laserlock's going to be coming down as well. Not great splits. Dominator has managed to push this whole army through. It's going to be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and if this battle draws out, the Tomahawks will eventually snipe the Humvees down, but it's mainly just missile defenders left. No Pathfinders yet, but they should be arriving soon.
Certainly changed the dynamic. Taking the oils is certainly the way to go. Nice, all the missile defenders get evac'd. Going to be taking down these oils quickly. Dominator, hopefully Rage can respond and maybe stop them from taking out the second oil.
Oh wow, look at that laser lock timing. He knows how long he needs. But he won't actually go for the all Derek just yet, but he's cleaning up this entire army of Humvees. Rage was just throwing them in one at a time. That wasn't very well played by him.
Where is the Tomahawk army?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why they didn't rotate in.
They rotate in or go for a counter attack, one of the two. Has Avengers mixed in, going to be zapping down a lot of the rockets. But depends how good the splits are, I suppose.
Okay, particle uplink cannon. Oh, the oils, yeah.
Way to go.
It's kind of sad though when the particle uplink cannon, where it kills the oil instantly and then the rest of its duration is just wasted. But that was probably the best use he could have done of it. It's just, you know. Oh, what happened here? The Humvee's catching the Tomahawks out of position.
The Avenger's not going to be enough to snipe down all of the rockets, especially that close up. The Humvees will clean up the entire army.
Wow, that's a big loss. Oh my god, Dominator could clean up here.
Yeah, it was nasty. Could close out this game. It's too many Vs for Rage to deal with. Still no Pathfinders. Here comes the heroic ambo. A lot of crushes.
Dommy has his particle cannon soon as well.
54 seconds on that bad boy. Eventually this army's going to get cleaned up, but those Tomahawks are not cheap.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much they actually cost. I think it's about 1,200, maybe even more than that.
Yeah. I mean, you're a USA man machine.
No, we're both China boys.
Yeah, that's true. Still more of a USA man than I ever will be. So yeah.
I only play USA versus you because it's fun making your rage quit. Like, I just can't deal with the Rocky, man.
I can't deal with the Rockies, man. You like drops and like sometimes you like Tau V rush me, and sometimes you 3 missile defenders and a V rush me, and sometimes you Patriot drop me. You never play a macro game with me, man. It makes me sad.
USA players don't macro. Alright. I don't see Rage holding this one. There's too many Vs. Pathfinder's mixed in. Particle cannon going to be firing as well.
Another oil.
And Dommy just having the numbers advantage too much.
Pathfinders are too much to deal with here, machine. Even 1.6 Pathfinders.
How would you...
Oh, I know this is 1.4.
Yeah, 1.4.
Yeah.
How would you explain Pathfinders? Because it's not a pew-pew. I'd say it's more of a like a kathunk. Like kathunk, kathunk. Because it's pretty beefy.
Yeah, it is.
I think there's just too many missile defenders.
Obviously to be cleaned up, so it's just a V composition here. That can work out well in a heads-up engagement with the tow missiles. Quite a good trade by Rage, but does he have much left behind this?
Doesn't look like it. Oh, 2 Tomahawks.
Be tracking in, but not quite enough to snipe down the Vs. Other supply drop zone goes down.
Just looking for supply drop zones. There's actually a fair amount here for Dominator.
Spectre's coming in.
So it's not an all-in push by any means. Goes for the strat center, the most important target there to remove the search and destroy.
So Dominator actually kiting within range. One of the remaining fire bases loses a few of those Vs. Could see this USA gate come down to General's powers. Rage's particle uplink cannon's almost here. Micro tank.
What's that all about?
Here we go.
I don't think Rage is even building Rockvies anymore. He's just spamming Tovies.
4 seconds on the particle cannon.
Oh yeah.
And it's up. What's the target going to be,
Wow.
though?
That would be nice to get all the power down.
Yeah.
It would delay particle cannon as well. It goes for the war factory. Barracks. 2 barracks.
Barracks.
Maybe a power plant. Maybe even the factory.
Another factory.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Denying production's important.
There's one more factory. Is that it? There's a barracks up here too. So that'll definitely slow Dominator down.
Taking down the V production was probably the major thing. That was what Rage was having trouble dealing with, the constant V aggression.
Oh, look at how clumped these power plants are. Because they're actually going for the particle cannon, fuel air bomb, and a Spectre. Is that enough?
I think it's enough.
Oh wow, it
Spectre's
is.
so tanky, it just doesn't go
Jeez.
down. There we go, finally gets shot down.
A10 as well. Oh my god.
I don't know where the A10's
Rage
gonna be
may
going.
win this game.
He might do as well. The Strat Center going down as well. That's going to deny the session, destroy and buy Rage even more time. That's pretty brutal. Nicely played by Rage. Particle cannon goes down. A lot of the production here. This might be one of Dominator's last V pushes for a while.
Yeah, but it is an effective one.
And we have Rage out of General's powers as well, Machine. He's got nothing to defend this other than his units.
Maybe a leaflet. We haven't seen that.
I don't think he has the points for it.
I'm not sure. It was a level 2
Maybe
A10.
he does.
That's a
No,
leaflet there. There it
leaflet.
is.
It was.
But actually, he missed the shot. Nice dodge by Dominator. And now he's got a nice angle here. He can snipe some buildings down. The Humvees from Rage can't engage very well.
You're right, Machine.
Oh.
Level 2 A10. Oh,
Whiff for whiff.
neither of these leaflets being very effective.
What a waste of paper, man.
Certainly
How
was.
many trees died to give those leaflets? Oh, there's a Burton as well. He snuck through somewhere. And that's going to be effective versus these drop zones. Even versus the Humvees, the Burton's not bad. Wow. What a crazy game.
Certainly is. He's hopefully going to be... I know Burton just going to be gunning down these drop zones. Finally goes down. Still denying some more supplies here for Rage.
That was such an important push as well, because that was as Dominator ran out of all his production. And so he was vulnerable there. But because he put the pressure on Rage, Rage couldn't punish him. Couldn't do anything about it. And losing a substantial amount of his base too. But still, the particle cannon is uplinked. That's what it's for.
Nice. Good microwave tank play. Take down those base defenses.
One noob point there for Dominator.
Yeah.
Drove his Humvee too close to the firebase.
Keep that in mind. So did noob points detract from swag points? Like, do you
No,
minus them, or they're a completely different
they're a
scoreboard,
separate entity.
Yeah.
So the Humvees from Dominator, are they going to defend or will they attack?
So he's going on the aggressive, but under double firebase fire. Double firebase attack.
no.
Burton goes to the demo on
Nice.
the particle cannon in addition to these. So the defenders on the ground, it's going to be enough. Rage doesn't get another shot off here. Does go on the counter attack though. And if Rage can clean up this attack, his own attack inside Dominator's base should be pretty effective.
Wow.
Still taking firebase damage.
They're all empty Humvees as well, so that wasn't a good fight for Dommy, and now there's a bunch of Rockvies in his base, and these are vetted up as well. This could be it.
So many exposed drop zones in the north of this map, but it seems as though Rage wants to go for the throat. He's going to go for the production.
Yeah, the
Force
CC as
Dominator out
well
of this
is
game.
very important to kill. Oh no, he didn't get the factory.
Let's turn around and get that. Does he get the factory?
Does he have his strat center? He does, so he still has a certain destroy. It's probably the most important thing. Taking out that big range advantage.
Please. Please no leave, Rage. Let's get the war factory.
Unit lost.
I wonder how far off Rage is getting his points back. Because these buildings, yeah, there it is. Strat center goes down. These are pretty clumped up too. Oh, shot down, wow. It's not often you see the Spectre actually get shot down.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. I've seen it twice in this game. Another A10 comes in.
So that's the Spectre from Domi.
Where's that one going? One drop zone. The ideal target. Probably a low-level Spectre, but
Yeah, that wasn't very good. Maybe saving that for the army would have been better. Okay, this is going to be a pretty important attack here from Domi.
lost a lot of damage with the tome missiles focusing the drones there as well.
Yeah, that wasn't too effective. He killed, I think, one Humvee. That was it.
Yeah.
Dominator's been
GG.
defeated. Wow.
Rage wins.
He pulled it back. I didn't think he was going to.
I didn't either. Dominator had such crazy pressure on with those Vs, taking out the war factory, and the barracks earlier on, taking out the production. Dominator was a really nice move by Rage.
It was a nasty particle cannon. We rarely see them that effective. And comboed with the general's powers, but even then, Dominator, he recovered because he did so much damage with his Humvees. Yeah, it's hard to say what exactly went wrong, because it was a pretty back and forwards game up until the end there. He just couldn't. I think he went for that big, like, kind of the base race, but he didn't trade very well.
Yeah.
If he just defended, he may have been okay.
Certainly had enough Vs to defend the push from Rage.
Yeah, and they were rock Vs too, whereas Rage defended with just Humvees, and there was a bunch of fire bases firing and such. So if he pulled back and defended there, that may have been enough to then at least keep the game going, and then from there, who knows? But that would have at least kept him alive for a bit longer. So that was definitely it was a fun series. There's something different. I hope we don't get, like, everyone send us their No Rush 20 Twilight Flame replays. Like, oh, did you guys hear? General Zetterman are casting noob games now. It's like, no. Dominator vs. Rage, right? But that being said, I would certainly love to see some 1v1s on these bigger maps. So send us your replays in. If you think they're high level, you think they are exciting, would make an interesting shoutcast. That's the big caveat, is like you think that we would enjoy watching them because there's action happening, there's sick plays and sick micro and all that good stuff. There is a bit of a requirement for replays to be casted. I mean, the ones that we cast in the end vary, like, as often it'll be spontaneous. It's like, I need a replay, download this. But we do get a lot of replays from people that aren't very good, and we don't really like casting noob games as much. But
there are a lot of pro replays out there as well.
There's so many.
So,
There's tournaments every week. You go into gamereplays.org, the 0 hour section, and there's at least 6 threads which are all just tournaments, all with prize pools. And so there is a lot of really cool replays to get, and it's really good for us as casters. It's actually at the stage now where it's harder for us. It's really hard for us to find good Company of Heroes 2 replays, but it's really easy for us to find 0 hour replays. So that's pretty cool.
It's a nice change up, so
Yeah.
that's good. Thank you for joining us for this fun little series. If you do enjoy our content, do consider supporting us on Patreon. It does help us out in terms of continually producing the Mad Dog content.
Yeah, and I actually backed the 1.620 prize pool, so I'd like to get more involved with keeping the scene alive and such. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.